ברוכים הבאים להוידאו שלי, בעברית בוודאי. וגם ברוכים הבאים לחודש של יולי. יש לי מחשבים חדשים שם. למה יש לי את המחשבים? כי היום יום חג. כי היום יום העצמאות בארצות הברית. אבל אני יודע כשאני מדבר לאותם בעברית, אבל אני יודע כשלא מדברים אותי, אז עכשיו אני הולך לדבר לאותי באנגלית, אז רק רגע. Hey guys, sorry for the Hebrew intro, but you know me, I'm practicing my Hebrew. Anyways, I wanted to wish everybody a happy 4th of July. Yes, this video will be going up tonight, and no, this will not be July's primary video, but I did want to show a couple laptops. Actually there's a third one which I haven't grabbed yet. Let me put it on the table. Geez, way to be unprepared. But I wanted to give a little sneak peek of some content that will be coming up in the next few months. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'll definitely make a real video for July, but I want to get a video up on the 4th of July, obviously. So this will be a quickie. We're going to go through a couple thrift store finds, and there is another computer on the way that was ordered from eBay, which is something you've seen on this channel before. In fact, several years ago when I was in high school, but that is not here yet, and it shall be here, and also one of these computers will be featured in another video that I think you guys will find quite exotic. Anyways, let's take a look at what I scored from the thrift stores this 4th of July weekend. So first, we have a MacBook. Yes, this is either a 2006 or 7 Apple MacBook that I found at my local thrift store. Well, I found at a thrift store in Union here in New Jersey, and basically it's got some cosmetic imperfections. I mean, there's scratches and scuffs, but again, it's to be expected for a computer like this. But when I did open the lid, I noticed, aside from the typical defect, which is that the palm rest, you probably can't see that too well, but you can see that the palm rest starts to separate from the case. That is a defect, and Apple did have a warranty program for that that's long expired, but the screen was in good condition. So I bought this computer. How much did I pay? Well, the price tag says $30, if I can get it in the viewfinder there. But I actually paid $25. I got $5 off this thing because 4th of July weekend. So, does it work? You and I shall find out ביחד, together. בעברית בוודאי. כן, העברית שלך עוד לא כל כך טוב, והדקדוק שלי צריך עבודה, הרבה עבודה, אבל אני יכול לדבר עברית כל כך טוב, אבל אני צריך לעבוד על הדקדוק שלי. Anyways, sorry, I'm getting used to speaking in Hebrew because, yes, believe it or not, I've learned enough Hebrew where I've actually been dreaming and thinking in Hebrew, so it's pretty amazing. I've also, last night, there's actually I'll tell you, before we power this on, I'll tell a personal story, but there's actually a house in Lock Harbor, New Jersey, which almost every New Jerseyan I know, I'm probably the only New Jerseyan who knows where Lock Harbor is, A, because I'm from Jersey originally, and B, because my grandparents lived in Lock Harbor. I still remember their address. I'm not going to say it for obvious reasons, but yeah, about two houses down from where my grandparents lived, there's a house for sale. Now, obviously, I'm almost willing to bet that with modern inflation and, property taxes and the housing market being so hot right now, I'm willing to bet that house is probably on the market for $1 to $2 million because it's a shore house, and everyone wants to have a house on the Jersey Shore, and myself included. But man, if I had the money to buy it, I sure would. So, hopefully one day I can start a business down there in Monmouth County on the shore, maybe near Asbury Park, because, you know, I love West Orange, it's my hometown, but you know what? Recently I haven't been too happy with some of the, well, politics in town council members and whatnot. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. Jeez Louise. You see what happens? This is, for those who are new to my channel, you'll have to excuse me getting off topic. I do that all the time. I like to tell personal stories on this channel, and I have a very whimsical format for my videos. I'm a very eccentric person who has a deep affection for technology, but if you don't like, I mean, I do tend to ramble on, so I should warn my new subscribers, please excuse the ramblings, because that's just how I am. And if you don't like it, screw you. No, I'm kidding. No, it's okay. If you don't like it, you can go watch another channel. Anyways, let's see if this thing works. We do have an amber light on the charger. I did not get a power adapter with this, but I do have one that'll work. Let's see if this thing will boot. Here we go. I heard a very faint chime. You probably couldn't hear that, but there was a very faint chime, and we have display. We've got video. That's a good sign. We've got an Apple logo. That's another good sign. Now, is this going to go to a prohibitory symbol, or... no, we got the pinwheel. Okay. My big question is this a 2006 Core Duo or a 2007 Core 2 Duo machine? Well, we're about to find out. If this thing even boots, if it boots to anything, and if it doesn't have a password, well, even if it does have a password, I can get in. I'm not really going to be doing anything with this computer tonight. This is just to show like what I picked up over the over Independence Day weekend. Oh, and by the way, say hello to the newest member of the Kleinberg family, right over, come on camera, behind that Wegmans bag. Yep, Lila Tov Kleinberg. Yep. This has been actually almost 2 months ago, but I adopted a kitten. Yep. Her name is Lila Tov Kleinberg, which in Hebrew means good night, little mountains. That's literally what her name means. And Kleinberg is not Hebrew, it's a German last name, it means little mountains. Anyways, well, it looks like we've got Lion, macOS Lions on here. Okay. I can tell by this login screen. Trevor Shaw. Okay, well... do you have a password? Yes, you do. Okay, well, I'm not really going to try to guess what that is. I'm just going to, well, I don't really feel like hacking it out because, for one thing, I'm not even going to keep the hard drive that's in here. I'm going to be putting an SSD in here, obviously, so the hard drive, or maybe I'll just wipe I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I'm going to wipe the hard drive. It depends. It did take a while to boot, so I might just put an SSD in this thing. Would be nice to see. It looks like this was domain joined because I do see yeah, there's a login name and password box. So yeah, somebody joined this to an AD domain, an Active Directory domain controller. So there you go. All right. And the battery's actually charging, 18%. Yeah, when I plugged it in the first time, the battery light was blinking on the bottom and wouldn't stop blinking. But I guess I left it plugged in overnight, so I guess that maybe rejuvenated the battery? I don't know. But yeah, this is definitely a Core 2 Duo because if it's running Lion, there's no way it could be a Core Duo MacBook because Core Duo MacBooks can only run up to Snow Leopard. So this is running Lion, so this is definitely a Core 2 machine. Perfect. Wow, a Core 2 Duo MacBook for only 25 bucks. I'd say not a bad deal. Let's move on to the next computer. So, shut this bad boy down. Machshev Mispal 2. An HP mini netbook. Now this one I took the price tag off because the top here, this is actually a pretty nice find. This was also found at a local thrift store, except this one was in, what's the name of the town? I'm losing my mind here. Near Scotch Plains. Maybe not Watchung. Frick. I'm not from Somerset or Middlesex County. I'm from Essex County, New Jersey. But I do not. It's basically it's near Scotch Plains. Let's just put it that way. Scotch Plains. I'll just call it Scotch Plains. Anyways, we have an HP Mini 210 netbook PC. Now this one has a bit of a concern, as you can see by the splotch on the screen here. But the display does not look cracked or shattered. And the glass is not shattered. And the rest of the computer is in pretty decent cosmetic condition. I mean, the touchpad's not worn, the keyboard's in good condition. You know, the battery, I don't know if it holds a charge. It probably doesn't. That doesn't clip in all the way. The clips are broken, but again, to be expected for a computer like this. Does this thing even work? I don't know. But we're about to find out. Now, I'm not really going to boot this into Windows. I don't really, because, you know, there could be personally identifiable information, and I really don't want to be editing too much out of this video, but we're going to plug in the... I also did not get the power def with this, but I'm going to plug in my charger, and we've got a blinking battery light, which probably means that... Oh, never mind, the battery... Now it's solid white. Okay, never mind. Well, that probably... I'm willing to bet that probably means the battery's no good, which is to be expected for a computer like this. But let's see if this thing will boot. I'm interested to see. So we're going to put the camera there. We're going to boot this thing up. Power light came on. That's a good sign. Oh, the screen's not shattered. There you go. Look at that. Oh, it's got HP WebOS on here. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely not booting this into Windows. There's personal information on here. Skype, who remembers that? Yeah, I'm not going to go snooping much more into this, but that splotch really isn't noticeable when the display is actually illuminated. So I was thinking maybe I have to replace the glass on the display, but no, I don't think. I think I can live with that, honestly. But I actually wanted to go to the BIOS, so let's, because I want to see the specs of this thing. So I think on HPs you can hit Escape for a startup menu. Yes, and F10 is BIOS. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to boot this into Windows because judging by what was in HP WebOS, there's probably a bunch of personal info on here, and I really don't want to share that. So anyways, so yeah, and this is another project. This is for that exotic video, which is based off of a video that you've seen on this channel, but it's a little bit different because I found a certain eBay find that will make this video worth it. But you'll see that when that part arrives. Anyways, the date and time are correct. That's pretty amazing. It has a functioning CMOS battery, which is awesome. My HP Mini 1000 and Dell Mini 9 do not have functioning CMOS batteries, so I'm very pleased to see that this has a functional CMOS battery. It's an HP Mini 210-1000. There's the product number. If you really, let me just make sure you guys can read that. Yes, you can. Yep, there's the product number in case you want that. Warranty start date, January 22nd, 2010. Yikes. I was not quite 13 years old. Well, I was 12 years old at the beginning of 2010, turned 13 in October, and was bar mitzvahed on November 12th, 2010. So yeah, I would have been in 6th grade getting the hell bullied out of me. Yeah, that's... whatever. Anyways, we're not here to talk about that. We got an Atom N450, which at 1.66 gigahertz. 1666 megahertz front side. Oh, that's the speed in megahertz actually, not front side bus. Gigabyte of RAM. We can up this to 2 because most of these Atom netbooks can take a maximum of 2 gigs of DDR, either DDR2 or DDR3. This being from 2010, it's probably DDR2. I don't know though, it may be DDR3, but I'll have to do some research and see if this takes DDR2 or 3. But I would like to get 2 gigs of RAM in there. There's the BIOS version F04 made by Inside. There's the serial number in case you want to look that up on HP's website and knock yourself out and waste your time as you please. There's the factory installed OS with Windows 7, which is what we're going to be installing once we put an SSD in this thing. Thankfully, no it says clear, okay. Yeah, thankfully no passwords have been set. You can do a RAM check and a disk check here. Languages, no Ivrit. זה חבל מאוד. Anyways, processor C4 states, sleep, yep. No, actually, processor C4 is just like the explosive, you see. It's a certain device that if you ever get in trouble, like if you're caught watching porn and one of your parents comes in, processor C4, because you see these processors equipped with processor C4 have a certain feature where if they sense any danger, i.e. you're watching porn and your parents come in, or you're doing something naughty on your computer, then it'll blow up your computer so that your parents don't have to bust you. The only problem is it may burn the house down, so you might have to worry about that. I'm kidding. Anyways, yeah, no, that's not really what it does. It's a sleep feature, for those who don't know. I don't actually know the specifics of it, but yeah, that's what it does. Fan always on. I mean, you could disable it, but, oh, well, actually, I accidentally, inadvertently started the hard disk test. Whoops! Didn't mean to do that. You can enable the fan to be always on, or disable that. Action keys, which are the function keys up here. You got your boot options here. HP Quick Web is what you saw earlier. Looks like Pixie booting is disabled. Is there even a hard drive? Well, there must, no, what am I saying? No, there's no hard drive in here, and it booted into HP WebOS, which is on the frickin' hard drive. Yes, there's no hard drive. Obviously, that's stored in ROM. No, it's not. I'm kidding. Anyways, so we got a functional HP Mini. Awesome. There we go. Shut this bad boy down, and we'll move on to the next victim, I mean computer. And the last computer is not a computer at all, but Lila Tove Kleinberg. You little stinking cat, what are you doing on in my YouTube video? I know I'm going to get a lot of new subscribers for her. Alright, Stinky, you got to move. Come on. Come on. There you go. Yep, I'm crazy. I'm insane. I'm ludicrous. I'm muy loco. I'm meshuga meod, because I bought another UMPC. Yep, couldn't resist this one. This was a $70 UMPC, but it's more powerful than my Samsung Q1 Ultra. Why is that, you ask? Well, my Samsung Q1 Ultra rides on an Intel A100 600 MHz Celeron-based CPU, has 1 GB of RAM, and a 64 GB SSD. This is a Samsung Q1, the non-Ultra model, but it has a Pentium M and came with Windows Vista. And I don't know if I'm going to be keeping Vista on this thing, but I bought this off eBay for 70 bucks. And to be honest, it was worth it. I have played with this one a little bit, so this one's not totally foreign. Power switch is up here. I'm getting used to that. The battery kind of holds a charge, but it didn't come with a stylus, and you'll see why that's a problem once we boot into Windows. Now, obviously, this has a fresh I have booted this before. It's got a clean install of Windows Vista Home Premium RTM on it, which is what the COA on the back is for. So there is a Vista Home Premium key on this. Will I be keeping Vista on here? If it's a Pentium M and a touchscreen, I may put Windows 7 on here, because Windows 7 obviously is has much better program support than Vista does. Now, I'm not saying Vista's useless. Don't get me wrong, I've argued on this channel how my affection for Windows Vista, and have defended Windows Vista sort of to the death. But we're going to boot this up. Yes, I have booted this. This one I have booted up before, but I haven't shown it on my channel, and I wanted to show it. So, take it away, Vista. There we go. And I just spoke over that. Good job, Ben. Anyways, I wanted you guys to hear the... Okay, calm down. Anyways, Vista Premium. There you are. And yes, I have this one. I will show the boot up process. As you can see, it's quite slow because we don't have an SSD in this thing. However, I do have an SSD to install in this computer. So we will be installing a solid-state drive in this computer. And as far as operating system choice, I do have, oh yeah, and that too, I forgot, it zooms the screen in by default, and yes, this is a factory installation of Vista. Not really what I wanted. But you'll notice something. What you may have thought over here, which on the Q1 Ultra is a mouse cursor. What I didn't know about the original Q1 is that this is not a mouse cursor. You'll notice when I move it, it does not move the mouse. What does it do? Well, you can't really see it with highlighting the icons, but it controls the arrow keys. Yeah, it's more of a joystick. So you might be asking, how do you control the mouse on this thing? Well, as soon as the graphics driver stops being all screwed up here, if the graphics driver decides to cooperate, which it's getting there, come on, yeah, I know you can do it. Yep, there we go. How do you control the mouse? You see, kids? Oh, there we go. Yep. Okay. See, it's just slow. I'm just impatient. See, kids, this is why I don't miss mechanical drives. You kids today are so lucky to have solid-state media and flash storage, because when I was your age, we had to deal with this kind of crapola on computers. Yeah, mechanical drives are, not exactly the best. But yeah, you control the mouse with the touch screen. Now this does have USB ports, so you can connect an external mouse, and a driver failed to install, claiming, as usual, a driver disk is required. Yeah, we need a driver disk for what couldn't it install? It couldn't install a Windows mobile device. A driver disk is required. I didn't even plug anything in. Okay. You see, kids, this is why I'm going to be reinstalling Windows on here. This is why clean installs are always better. Now, of course, I will get the drivers and the wallpapers and stuff off the original install here, because as you can see, this Arrow is disabled on here because obviously this Samsung, this computer can run Arrow, I believe. I believe the graphics card is adequate enough to run Arrow, but it was disabled by Samsung at the factory because this computer wasn't really meant to run Arrow, and did I not? Oh, it's trying to move it. Ugh. Come on. There we go. Properties. There we go. See, and I don't have a stylus for this. It didn't come with the stylus, so I have to order one of those. But I did get a couple things with this sale. Number one is a speeding ticket. No, just kidding. It's just a New Jersey Turnpike ticket that I found on my way home from work one day, which will probably be worth something one day when New Jersey finally gets rid of cash lanes on the Turnpike and the Parkway and all their other toll roads. But I got an extra battery with this, and I got a carrying case, and a couple of the original manuals, and something just fell out, which was, oh, right, the port cover. Yeah, one of the port covers fell off. But yeah, there you have it. Let me zoom in. You guys probably can't read that. We got Vista Home Premium, RTM, although it is showing a rating of 1.0, so maybe this can't run Arrow. So if that's the case, new updates are available. Yeah, and yeah, this may not be able to run Arrow, actually. I don't know. I actually don't know what kind of GPU this uses. I could go to Device Manager, but this is just an introductory video. So we got a Pentium M and a gigabyte of RAM. Now, why did we get a 1.0 rating? Oh, it's going to tell me it's not applicable well on batteries. I don't really care. And yes, that is correct. The gaming graphics got a 1.0, which actually I believe, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but I believe if you get a 1.0 Experience Index rating for gaming graphics, I do believe, and again, I could be wrong, but I do believe that means you can't run Arrow. That the system the graphics hardware is inadequate. You know what? We're going to find out. What kind of graphics controller do we have? I have to know. Okay, stop screwing around. Don't do that. See, it's the crazy, okay, am I just tapping? Okay, no. Well, I don't have a keyboard, so I can't just use my just type the executable name for Device Manager. Where's Manage? Manage, there we go. Yep, so, oh yeah, UAC. But yeah, so the touch screen may be a little screwy, and that may be because I don't have the stylus that goes with it. I may have to get the stylus. But in all honesty, if this computer wasn't really Vista capable, then why did Samsung put Vista on this thing? Anyways, all right. No, not that. I want Device Manager. Come on. There, Device Manager. Okay. And it's crashing. There we go. Okay. So, Windows mobile device. I have no idea what that even is. Okay, display adapters. Ah, yep, right there is why we can't run Aero. Mobile Intel 915 GMA. And I know for a fact, because I remember this back in 2006 when Vista was new, unfortunately, this GPU is incapable of running Windows Aero. What a bummer, I know. Well, there you have it, folks. Why Samsung would make a tablet branded as Vista Ready when clearly it can't run Vista with the full visual effects is beyond me. But there you go. This is one reason Microsoft was sued in the Windows Vista capable lawsuit, because PC manufacturers could make PCs that were capable of running Vista, but those computers only had to meet Vista's minimum system requirements. Microsoft did not require that they have a graphics card capable of running Aero. To run Aero, just for those who don't know, your graphics card has to support Pixel Shader 2.0, WDDM 1.0, and have at least 128 megs of VRAM. The Intel GMA 915, unfortunately, does not meet those requirements and therefore is unable to run the Windows Aero interface. So there you have it. Yeah, why they put Vista on here is a mystery. Will forever remain a mystery to me. But you know what? Let's see if we can shut this thing down. There we go. So yeah, I've rambled on for almost half an hour, and this was supposed to be a quick introductory video. So enjoy the long video. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. They help out a lot. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll definitely be seeing you guys when I upload July's video. Which of these 3 devices will it be on? Ooh, what a mystery. Anyways, see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Happy 4th of July. Don't do drugs. Don't get high in July. No high July. That's a new I guess rhyme scheme I came up with. And להתראות בעצוב. תודה רבה, להתראות.